Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Mission Moonshot. Now I know it's been a very long time since we last did a video on this, but, you know, I've been having some trouble with some visual mods. I wanted to make this look great, and I think I have succeeded, although I might have gone a little too overboard, because now we have the whole, Kennedy Space Center here. There's the VAB. This is LC-39A, and, yeah, there's the whole cape here now. But don't the clouds look nice? The clouds look nice, right? I think the clouds look nice. Anyways, to get started with today, we are going to be launching a lunar orbiter mission. Technically, our second lunar orbiter mission, because, well, the first one... Okay, well, there goes that. Fire! Fire! Go! No, okay. Well, I guess we're not going into interplanetary space, because we're just burning up. Kaboomski. Yeah, it didn't really go according to plan, so that's why we're doing this. Just ignore the fact that the launch tower is floating. I'm guessing probably we should have used a different launch pad other than 39A. Probably one of the smaller ones actually made for the Atlas. I don't know which one is the Atlas launch pad, but I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, okay? But anyways, without any further ado, let's go ahead and begin this launch. I just need to bring all this crazy back up. Go ahead and set our target as the moon, which is looking mighty fine. Check that out. Look at the moon. Isn't it great? We're looking at the far side of the moon right now. Yeah. Still looks really great. Earth looking great as well. There's Africa. We got some auroras over here. And, yeah, we're over here right beyond the Terminator line. And look at the city lights there. Very cool. We got about 3 hours until that happens. That's actually pretty good timing. Okay, let's go. Let's launch into the pre-dawn sky. Well, I guess the early morning sky. Right, yeah, 3 hours later. Okay, let's launch into the early morning sky. From the Cape, here we go.
The days have been brighter. I felt less alone. But I am a fighter. So I am never letting go. I'm playing with fire. I'm getting so close. Got so much desire. So I am never letting go. Well, your eyes, they look like the sun of the ocean. You look amazing to me. Sometimes it feels right, I can't help but show it. I think that we're meant to be, 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 to be,
to be. Alrighty, and there we go. We have parked the Agena in a stable orbit. We can go ahead and get rid of these fairings. And, yeah, let's go ahead and plot our course for the moon. I also went ahead and updated Principia, so we have the latest version of that. I believe we also have, like, Lagrange points now in Principia, so that'll be pretty cool at some point. But yeah, the moon, where's the moon? There's the moon. 3,000 meters per second, and then just adjust the time around so that we get it. We are coming to orbit you now. We're not going to impact. That was last time. We have changed for the beta. There we are. Look at that. That looks pretty good. We're actually going to want to capture a bit high up, because if you capture into an orbit around the moon, that orbit will decay if you're too close to the surface. So we want to be a little bit high up. That should be good. This seems good. So let's do that. I wonder what... Oh, Jupiter. Oh! I was about to say, what is that dot? And then it just said, it's Jupiter. And there's Neptune. Oh, that's cool. Oh, there's Mars. I was looking for Mars. There's Mars. That's really fun. Oh, it's about to do the thing. Get ready. It's about to do the thing, guys. I bet everybody looking up at the sky will be able to watch this happen. Or not. Because the engine failed to ignite. Well, isn't that just great? To make it worth our time, we will at least send this off into space. Anyway, off you up. There we go. It's got a pretty high apogee now. It's getting all sorts of scientific data. It's like, there's a lot more radiation up here. Although we probably already knew that. Anyways, moving on to the Space Center. So yeah, the Space Center remains the same. It's funny, because we have our VAB here, the VAB and the launch sites over there. But yeah, there's no way to disable this. We can just choose to launch from any of the launch sites. So that's interesting, I guess. But yeah, something cool is that the museum is actually right there. And then down this road is the Saturn V Apollo Center, which doesn't exist yet. We haven't built the Saturn V yet. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool. It's just like a satellite image that they put here. But yeah, we still have our old Kerbal Space Center, but we pretend that we have the new Space Center. But anyway, speaking of the old Space Center, there is one mission that I recorded right after Angelica died, but then I decided that I don't really want to gloss over someone dying in space, because that's kind of a gruesome affair. So yeah, here's that mission. And last but not least, to finish off today, here in 1971, we'll go ahead and do the actual first crewed orbit. Well, you guys know what I'm saying. I mean, we're actually going to get the contract with this one, but forever in our hearts, Angelica was the first liftoff. Oh, dearie days. Oh, dear. Oh, dear indeed. Yes. Oh, dearie days indeed. Go ahead and get away from that out-of-control Mercury booster. Well, this is a suborbital flight now, because the skirt destroyed the engine. That is not supposed to happen. But man, are we having bad luck with Mercury Atlas. Oh, goodness. Anyway, at least we can get these done, and we'll get the suborbital contract done. But, yeah, no orbital flight today. We'll get a little bit of science from liquids and visual tracking, but other than that, we're coming down. We can no longer retract the periscope for some reason. The ability to retract it is gone. Same with the experiment. But have we lost complete control? Yeah, I don't have any control over the spacecraft. So whatever it does, I guess. Okay, parachutes are armed. That's good, I think. Or are they not? Okay, you know what? It's fine. Oh shoot, you don't have a parachute. Well, that's not how I intended this to go. At all. I thought you had a parachute, at least. To be honest, you still might survive this. Yeah, he's falling relatively slowly, only going like 35 meters per second. Which does honestly seem survivable. Probably more survivable than the Mercury capsule, which couldn't deploy its parachute. Raymond, are you gonna be okay? Raymond, talk to me, Raymond. Talk to me, Raymond. Are you gonna be okay? Yes. He's fine. Absolutely fine. Look at him. He's having a great time. It's a good thing he survived, because I doubt we could have afforded that lawsuit. So, I'm gonna go ahead and start building the next rocket. Another lunar orbiter or something. And, yeah. Alrighty, well, a little bit of a change of plans, because... yeah, I went to build the two rockets, the Mercury Atlas and the second lunar impactor, and I found out that our crewed orbit contract is just about to expire, which literally makes us bankrupt. Like, because the Atlas skirt destroyed that engine, because that happened, this company's basically going under. And I need to find a way to get out of bankruptcy. So we need to do something. We need to complete any mission possible. So yeah, my first thought was like, well, it'll be easy for us to build a plane. Planes are pretty cheap compared to rockets. They're not as expensive. So I'll just build a little plane. And I went ahead and put the best engines we have, 2 of them on here. Yeah, I don't know. This looks like it would work, but it tops out at 400 meters per second. But other than that, it's a really nice plane. It flies very well. But yeah, it's not Nyoomy enough. Yeah, we could try the P-21 turbojets, see if these do a bit better, and then if those don't work, we'll try the AL-7F. That was the other one I was looking at, this guy. Like, the issue could be that the cockpit is just not the right kind for going supersonic, but I like the design of this plane. It's pretty cool looking.
A lot of boring math later.
So now we have the Nyoomy boy on the runway. Now, it has changed a little bit since you last saw it. Added a couple more decals to the side, and also this nose cone right here, which, yeah, it didn't originally need, but I don't know, some weird update in the aerodynamic model made it so that this cockpit was just creating absurd amounts of drag, which seems to be remedied by the nose cone. Not sure really why that is, but it's whatever. We have a scientist, so we can hopefully get a bit more science out of our Mach 2 flight. Not sure if that really does anything, but I don't know, maybe. And yeah, we'll go ahead and complete this contract. Now, I do have to mention that I have done a lot of flights that weren't simulated, that ended in disaster. I'm hoping this is going to be the first successful one. But yeah, I mean, like, I know this series is minimal quick saves, and, you know, I've loaded, like, maybe, like, 4 or 5 different quick saves in order to get this flight to work. But really, if this flight does not work, if we don't land the plane successfully, the program goes under. Because we can't afford to build another plane. We can't afford to hire more crew. Yeah, it's just a bad situation. And, oh, those shouldn't have steering. No steering for you. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and spool up those engines. Line ourselves up down the center line. You hear those engines revving to life. And now give it the beans. Give it the beans. Give it the beans. Okay, that landing gear broke. I have no idea why. Like, that landing gear wasn't even on the ground. It just broke. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and fly as far out this way as we can. Then we'll make a U-turn. Head back towards the Cape. Fly Mach 2 over the Cape, and then hopefully make another U-turn and come in and land. That's our flight plan. We'll try not to break Mach 1 before on our climb out here. That would be absurd. But yeah, look how great the Cape looks. I love the fact that RSS Reborn just has the whole Cape here. Like, it's literally just the Cape. Like, this is just like a big old texture map that's just applied right here off the edge of Florida. But it just adds so much more to the liftoff. I mean, if you look further back there, you can see that, you know, the rest of Florida is dead. But I don't know. Seems kind of Kerbal. Like, that feels like, you know, if Kerbal's colonized Earth, it would be like, yeah, who cares about the cities? We just care about the space program. So let's go ahead and initiate our turn now that we're at 10,000 feet. Or 10,000 meters. I don't know how much that is in feet. But yeah, I'm hoping to try and land this properly, because I don't have any parachutes on here. Like I said, I can load as many quick saves as I want, because it's a critical part of our program. If this doesn't work, we fizzle out. Because, I mean, what program has 2 orbital launches fail back-to-back? I mean, well, technically one succeeded, but, yeah. Like, if our Atlas didn't destroy the engine, like if the skirt didn't destroy the engine, we would be fine. Because we would have completed the orbital flight contract. Everything would have been fine. But no, look, here we are now. Flying a plane, because can't afford anything else. And also, we've lost a ton of altitude. I didn't even realize we lost so much altitude during this turn. Okay, let's go ahead and try and climb back up. Go ahead and full beans. There we go. Go ahead and fly this way. A little bit past 270. Get a nice angle. And then we'll go ahead and engage our regular autopilot here. So heading will actually be 315 instead. Okay. The Nyoomy boy is a Newman. The only issue I think now is that the kerosene might be so heavy that these engines can't push all this mass. But I don't know, it seems like we'll be fine as soon as we stop climbing. Because we're climbing at like Mach 1 right now. So as soon as we level off, we should be okay. We're climbing like 100 up. Alright, so here we are flying over. That's our runway that we're going to try and land on. Let's go ahead and try and get a cool flyby shot maybe. Oh, look at that. Look at that beauty. Creating sonic booms all over the Kennedy Space Center. Or the Kerbal Space Center. Either one. Okay, passing 400. We're really speeding up now. It seems like there's just a critical speed where once we hit it, these engines just kind of go. And I think that might be around Mach 1.4. They just kind of cook. I mean, literally, the engines are in the process of melting themselves, so we can't stay going Mach 2 for too long, or they will most definitely melt. Thomas is in here, having a good time. Yeah, you can see that nose cone. You know, it was cooler without the nose cone, but the nose cone is kind of required. We're about to break Mach 2. Let's see it. Twice the speed of sound over unpopulated area, so it's fine. You see, we're not complete barbarians, okay? We don't go Mach 2 over the Space Center. That's crazy. That's ludicrous. There we go. Now the engine's spooled down. We're cruising just at Mach 2.02. So we can go ahead and start Mach 2 flight science. 24 minutes to fully complete that, so yeah, we're definitely not going to fully complete that. But you know, we'll run Mach 2 for as long as we can. Alrighty, so as you guys just saw there, we went ahead and just did a nice little coordinated turn. Stayed above Mach 1 because skill. And yeah, now we're heading back towards the Space Center. Yeah, you can check out our flight plan. It actually looks pretty interesting. I started here, came out over the water, turned, did that, made this nice coordinated turn, and now we're heading back. And yeah, it seems like we're going to be lined up right on final here, which will be cool. Ignore the predicted Earth impact. That's if we shut down our engines. But yeah, we're going to try and land on the runway. If not, if the runway landing looks too sketchy, we will just go ahead and land in the water, which will hopefully be less sketchy, but yeah, who knows. Oh, we actually have to go above 10 kilometers in order to get any of that. Okay. Get that good science. What do you say about the situation, Thomas? A quote from Mercury. Yeah, I don't think that applies here. I do see the runway. Yeah, I think we'll probably go ahead and start descending. We'll get to 10 science. 10 science, okay. Okay, got the engines. Standard fly-by-wire. Shut all this off. Might be a little high and fast, actually. That's fine. We can do a circuit. But yeah, we're going to try and land on the space shuttle runway, because it is the longer runway. We also have the military Air Force strip up over here, I believe, which we could also try and aim for. But we'll just aim for the shuttle runway. It's a nice, big, wide runway. Be perfect to set her down on. A successful Nyoomy boy mission. If nothing goes wrong. If only I was better with planes. Because yeah, this took me way too long to perfect. Like, I just don't know what I'm doing when it comes to aviation. Lots of trial and error. Lots and lots of trial and error. There's LC 38 and 39. There's the VAB. You know, this is all from Kerbal Constructs and in RSS Reborn, which is a really cool revamp to the whole, like, realism thing. Like, I wish we had this when we were starting out, because, I mean, it would have been awesome. Sharp return, sharp return. Okay, we'll have enough time to line up, I think. But maybe I should have done, like, a dog bone turn, maybe? So we're not, like, banking basically 90 degrees here. It's fine, everything's fine. There we are, flying over the buildings over here. There's a museum. Gear down. Why can't you be more optimistic, game? There we go! Oh gosh, we don't really have any steering because our nose wheel sheared off. Oh gosh, stay on the runway. Stay on the freaking runway. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, brakes. Keep the brakes on. Keep the brakes on. Keep them. Keep them on. Keep them on. There we go. Our first successful runway landing. Well done, Thomas. Absolutely amazing. Your plane's running away. You might want to catch it. We do have another contract to go 650 to 700, which I do believe is possible, but the rewards right now are not great. So yeah, we gotta let this one sit for a little bit in order to get more rewards. Right now, it's like, you get nothing. Good day, sir. Alright, and now to see if we can accept enough contract money in order to actually roll this out. First, we gotta accept first orbital flight. That is not enough. We need to make 20k. Yes, 81. This is only 32. Yeah, we'll probably accept something better than Tundra, like Lunar Impactor. Yeah, just do that for now. That gives us 10,000, enough to roll this thing out. And if this fails, we just hope it doesn't. We just really gotta hope and pray that this doesn't fail spectacularly. Well, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get on with this launch, and yeah, I'll see you guys once we're on the way to the moon.
The days have been brighter. I felt less alone. But I am a fighter, so I am never letting go. I'm playing with fire. I'm getting so close. Got so much desire, so I am never letting go. Well, your eyes, they look like the sun on the ocean. You look amazing to me. Sometimes it feels right, I can't help but show it. I think that we're meant to be, 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 to be,
Not again. This Agena vacuum engine is just... It's out for me, isn't it? It really is. And now we're really doing bad. Like now we're really doing bad. Is there a contract we can do other than this one? I doubt it. Alrighty, so I've just been looking around, seeing if there's anything we can do other than just do this again, and it seems unlikely. But also, 16 is just not a good deal. I mean, sure, but like, if we do this, the contracts I have to delete in order to get that, we lose 77, 281, 3, I gotta like get rid of one of these in order to get 30. Yeah, I feel like I just need to rethink everything. Not quite sure how to proceed. Like, I don't have a save like right after. I should have saved right after we did the plane, but I do not. I don't have one of those. Yeah, I just don't have a save, so I'd have to do that whole flight again, which I don't really have time to do right now because... Yeah, this is the day this video is supposed to go out, and I've just been working and working, trying to find a workaround. I don't know. At this point, I feel like I just need to cheat in a bit of money if I want to keep the series afloat here, because I just don't know any other way around it, except for some crazy contract shuffling, or just completely redoing this video from the top, like reverting back to before we did that first lunar launch. Do that first lunar launch again, or maybe instead of that lunar launch, you know, roll that back, launch a crewed launch, do that, and that way we would have money. But yeah, if I were to do all that now, yeah, this video wouldn't go out when I want it to go out. So, I apologize for the sort of crummy ending here, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to end it here. Will we make it out of debt? We'll have to see. I'm hoping there'll be some workaround with the contracts here. I just gotta find it. I just gotta find the workaround. Like, maybe we get the X-Plane and do a X-Plane launch, or maybe we just, I don't know, wait till this becomes worthwhile. But again, I'm just out of time to try and work through all that right now. So, if you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like. Subscribe for new videos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed checking out the new cape and RSS Reborn. I definitely enjoyed that. And, yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Why do our engines always have to fail?